I hope you're very good this morning. I'm Veronica and I'm back with a new video on Scope International. So this morning I'm going to speak about the business ethic, which is very important in the organizations, university, and work life of peoples and professional in family in general. And so let me give you the definitions of the business ethic, and then you can have a knowledge regarding that and decide if it's appropriate. It can be very useful for yourself, any things that you actually planning to do for yourself. So what is ethic business? The business ethic is a study that appropriate business policy and practice regarding potential controversial subjects, inclusive corporate governance and inside trading, bribery, discriminations, corporate social responsibility, and fiduciary responsibility. The seven principles of ethic in a business is honesty, integrity, promise keeping, trustworthy, loyalty, fairness, concern for order, respect for order, and law abiding. Example: the business ethic, transparency, integrity, trustworthy, loyalty, equality, compassion, respect, liveliness. And the three A's of business ethic: it's personals on the micro scales, professionals on the intermediate scales, and the corporate on the micro scales. The advantage of the business ethic: it provide a competitive advantage in terms of customer, improve more investor, and better for society. Limit ability to maximize profit, time consuming to implement the practice. The 10 work ethic trait appearance attendance is attitude, character, communications, cooperations, organization skills, productivity, respect, teamwork are defined as an essential for students' success, and you need ethic in your life. Help you make decisions, create positive impacts, and steer into a way of injustice. I come ethic guide to make the world a better place through the decisions chose. Ethic is a business just as an important ethic in a personal life. So then the code of ethic is beneficials, concern for well-being and safety for clients, no beneficence reference for causings, intentional harm to clients, autonomy, confidentiality, respect clients' rights and opinions. Social justice provides service in a fair and equitable manner, procedural justice and variety fidelity. In this case, I just have, because they say that it's business and also social life. Honesty and integrity, promise keeping, trustworthy, loyalty, fairness, concern order, respect for order, law, and abiding. For any organizations to really have employees and have like notice regulations for all kind of employees, they actually put the notice to make some of the employees to be secure and be comfortable to the environment, and also respect some of the regulations of the organization so that they fit the culture of the organization. That's how it's work. That's how it's basically make the organizations to be performant, and also to be secure the employees' life, and the better place and better functioning that way to run the business. That's how the culture of the organizations makes works. But in the social, in life, social life of the person, it's kind of very important, because integrity in life make a person to be themselves, make a person to perform in a way. It has to be respect and trustworthy. Integrity, it's something that it has to be done for any kind of diversity of environments, and also diversity of people that you may have mates, and then different in a time of macroeconomic challenge. It requires that the people must be secure, and also the world where they live, the law, the place where they live must secure those people, and must also follow some instructions to the security of the people, to the true life of the people, put all the resources available, all the information available, and also respect the life of the person. There are some people, they try to take your life and show you a picture of something that you are not, or try to put you in a diverse world of your life, and they say that this is the right roadmap to take and through it. twisted the information that I said. We all have the right to get the decisions for our life. And sometimes when you get this decision, there are some people who have power can this definitely try to make you change the road of your life and then let you talk. So many, they make you talk. You can decide to choose to talk. Talk and see how people act, the picture that they wanted to show you, and they try to say, they actually try to say, oh yes, you are right, or they try to admire you, and also flattery, they say a lot of flattery things that this is actually works, but actually this is not works, because by observing that attitude, you found out that this is not okay. This is actually very dangerous attitude. If the person act like that because the person is in the power, it means that the person can do very bad actions. So in the social life, you cannot arrive. You cannot say yes to everything. So you must, when you're in a situation where you need certain help, okay, observe, go for it, work for it. But in terms of your security, health, well-being, it's really important to talk and to say loud what you're supposed to say it. You can be in a circumstance in your life when you have to grow up. You must grow up. You grow up through it, but you don't say yes to everything. You cannot say yes to everything. You must be trustworthy, loyalty, and integrity in your life, and the respect of your life must be also make be respect and also protected. Also, what can I add to it? The business ethic is a personal or micro scale, professional and intermediate scales, and corporate or micro scales. And I also say that the governance of trading and discriminations, like there's so many discriminations into the business today. Like from my experience, I have like so many times discriminations of being Africans in an environment of white environment. I'm not gonna lie, it's like be African or be black, it's something like it's even if you have knowledge, even if you have certifications, you have to show like much more 10 times much more of what you are. Like it's just awful, like it's badly awful. You maybe qualify a certification higher than others and professional be stronger, but you actually work with people that doesn't want you to grow. They just want you to undermine who you are. Like in the business, normally they say that the well-being of the people, and also they say the following, like whatever you come from, they must respect and they must protect it. And I also always have discriminations in my life. I'm not gonna lie, in the professional, in the city, in everywhere, even in hospital, I have like even with a lot of things regarding my health being, I have discriminations. I believe it's because my country and where I come from that make this happen. But that's not okay. That's not okay. This is something that's criminals, and those people should be ashamed. And you should. And for those who are going through certain things like that, you must speak. You must say what is going on. You cannot say yes to everything. This is not okay. This is not okay. You must report it. You must report. This is for business. It's give it a reputation, reputable business. It means that you can adapt to many kind of macroeconomic and use the skill, competence of everyone. Because when you have contract, you may have a contract with the continent, African continent. You may have contract in Australia. You may have contact in America, in Brazil, in Mexico, in India, whatever. But if you have such people in your organizations, you better have a good you better see a better picture of them, because they can actually help for approve the contract, because there are some places you cannot handle everything like that. This is impossible. So that's why it's very important to respect the the culture of the person. It's not because the person is black, it's yellow, is pink, is everything that means that you need to treat the person in that way. You must respect the person. In organizations, we found a lot of racisms. I'm the proof. I'm definitely the proof of what is. I know the definition of being discriminated, and even authority take granted of what is belong to somebody who going through things. And for the well-being of the person is dangerous, especially when you need to protect your family, your environment, and you find out that the environment itself is also corrupt. So in this case, where is the law? Where is the protections? Where is the loyalty? Where is the integrity? Where is all the business ethic and then the protections of the people, the policy of the people? This is the questions that I must questions regarding that. So any student there, do not say yes to everything. You must, any professional, you must speak when you have to speak. You cannot take everything into, oh yes, that's fine. I have no choice. No, you have chosen your life, especially when the law is put into the place for protecting the nations. So also it says provide competitive advantage in terms of customer and prove more investor, better for society, limit ability to maximize profit, time concerning the implement to practice. Yes, when you do that, when you respect the environment, you respect the people, you respect your professional, your vision, your goals, it makes your organizations gain like a better customer satisfaction and better maximize the profit within your organization. So you may find yourself in an emergency situations, but that emergency situation must last. It cannot stay longer. You cannot let like a week or 5 days. You cannot be in an emergency situation for much more 5 days or 2 days. You must speak straight away when you find out you're in emergency situations, and you look around and you say this is emergency situation can became a very bad again emergency situation. So better talk, better say what is going on, because when you have you have everything, like you are a good citizen and your business with your customer make good. For example, your customer said, oh yes, I ordered this good and this must be delivery in this time, and you find out that your good has not been dispatched. It's been dispatched, but the dispatch organizations request for you to pay an extra amount to the customer. Again, the customer must pay it against something that has been already paid, and they request the money, but they do not provide any document to say, ah yes, you must pay for this good, like the receipt, like the POD document, the proof of delivery, all these documents that can basically say that the customer must pay an extra amount. But if you see the full contract itself, it is the vendor who is responsible for everything regarding what is being put into the place. So you request for the customer to pay something that has been settled, and the good you never see that arrive to the destinations. Come on, guys, how can you bring profit to your organizations when these things have arrived to your life? Especially when people try to steal in jacket for people by taking the life, they wear the jacket of the person, they pretend it's like they kill the person, they kill the life, they kill the destiny of the person. It is like when you talk improve investor, better for society, when you kill the jacket of the person, it's like you actually create as a bad smell to the society and the environment of your business by doing that. It's like you remove like from your organizations the reputations and the goal that make your organizations be. Because we talk about the known, but if we talk about the be, when somebody remove the be of your being, especially in your organization, it's like it means that they steal your jacket. And in this case, in our environment of business, you must protect such information. And for the people, you must be protected when the society, the authority knows. You must respect and you must protect the confidentiality and the security of the person. So in this case, the seven ethic, I already say that the autonomy, the confidentiality, the right, and the opinion. When you speak, when an organizations have the meeting with another organizations, there's some information that must be keeping between those parts, so that it can go forward to develop something. Like even if you create something together and then it's expense for something better, but if the information is taken for one part and they use it for their own good, they think that by doing that they are going to win something, because in the end they will not win anything. Nothing is good is gonna happen. Nothing good advantage for them. So we come up like right when you try to take the identity of somebody which is not yours, you will not have the feedback of what you expect to have it. So in this case, organization, society, and confidentiality, it's very important. You can say a lot of things, but the society, and for example, you get, as you know, my testimony, I have been like in a health situation, bad situation. When I'm talking about these situations to people or to any organizations where I go or what I'm trying to do, I expect my information to be secure. I don't expect to use that to make me vulnerable and then to show me a picture that is not okay. So I say it is an important situation regarding my health situation. It means they need some things around me where I need to be secure in hygienic places, and also it's very sensitive situations that when you talk about it, it has to be like respected. It has to be careful because you can have like some information for a different person and you can relate to it and you will remember how to implement it to improve the situation. This time we're calling about a continuous process. Like in term I speak to the previous video, the 7 S, the 5 S, the case then be told. This is made through the strategic process improvements, and this is actually made you repeat it continually, the same actions that bring optimizing and sustainability actions. So when you use the information, the health well-being of the person, and you put in a bad environment, it's like in hospital. There's some hygiene that has to go in through when you end having operations, and when you get out from the room of the operations and you get recovering. There are basically hygienic things that has to be followed. The medicine has to be followed. The well-being of the patient has to be followed, and this is a continual repeating action, and this is a continual process improvements. But if you know the notes and you use that for your own good and you put the person in the wrong place, you know, follow the notice that has to be for the well-being, hygienic for the person, this is bad because you're going to repeat that for somebody else and it's going to bring something new. The person who have been sick in the past cannot be sick again. So in this case, the business ethics, confidentiality, and the security must be put into place. So in this case, I'm going to end with these videos, and then I believe that this video will be very useful. And if you have any questions to Scope Internationals, I will be very pleased to share about what is ethic business.